Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Thursday's episode. This is TNA, the 2010 save on TEW 2020. You know the drill, right? This is going to be an interesting week. We're in the tri-state area for Impact, so we've got some pretty big matches planned. Anyone fancy Kurt Angle versus Kenta? Oh, I thought you would. It's going to be an interesting week, so let's see what happens. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with what we did here. So let's go. Impact this week kicks off with Hulk Hogan in the ring with Bobby Lashley by his side, Mr. Anderson by his side. Jeff Hardy and Kurt Angle are shown watching on backstage because it's time for the big announcement. Samoa Joe isn't here tonight, but Hulk Hogan says, "Look, you all made very clear points last week that you all want a shot at this man. Why wouldn't you? This man is a star, but." I think I shouldn't make the decision over who should be the number one contender. I think you three should make the decision. That's why next week on Impact, I am booking this huge main event. It is going to be Jeff Hardy versus Kurt Angle versus Samoa Joe. And the winner will get a title shot at Sacrifice. A huge main event booked for next week. An 88 segment to start. We got Hogan on the show. Good stuff. Let's move straight into a matchup though. We're in the tri-states area. So let's open with Kurt Angle versus Kenta, which gets us a 71. That's pretty good. Angle really carrying Kenta, who's still putting a 52. Kurt Angle 79. Angle wins with an Angle slam. Will Kurt Angle win next week when he takes on Jeff Hardy or Samoa Joe with the number one contendership on the line? It's going to be very interesting. Okay, Angle then cuts a promo on Samoa Joe for 69, and Samoa Joe and Jeff Hardy and Bobby Lashley in a way, and he says he won't be stopped. Kurt Angle will be world champion once again. Right, moving on. The Pope cut a promo on Sting here for 68. He said last week Sting stuck his nose where he shouldn't. He entered somewhere he should never be allowed to be. Demons aren't allowed in a sacrilegious place, in a sacred place, sorry. But the Pope made sure that Sting regretted it. And Sting better not show his face around here again, because if Sting shows his face here on Impact ever again, the Pope will end him. 68. We're building to Sting and Pope. We plan to do it at the pay-per-view. Let's see how we go. Okay, we did an in-ring angle here between the Cool Sharks and Beer Money to build towards the tag team title storyline we're building. There was a bit of news in between episodes here. Kevin Nash has announced he will be retiring from in-ring competition in 3 months in-game. That's right, one half of the TNA Tag Team Champions will be retiring. So let's play on that. We acknowledge the announcement that happened in the week. We acknowledge it as a real thing. And Kevin Nash says, yes, I am retiring in 3 months. But I can guarantee you I will be retiring as a TNA Tag Team Champion. Outcome Beer Money, they said, I see, you're retiring, you're running away. And I get it. I would run away too if I had to defend the titles against a team like Beer Money. But it's not going to work. It's not going to work. We want our title shot. You said whenever, we want it at Sacrifice. But when we beat you, you may as well go then. You may as well retire then. Don't you worry about sticking around, because Beer Money will make sure Kevin Nash has no place in this company. A brawl breaks out between the four men, and yeah, the Beer Money stand tall for a 54. The match is made. Beer Money, Shark Boys, and Kevin Nash, Cool Sharks, for the tag team titles. That should be pretty good. Okay, X Division match here, X Division title match, and Suicide has defended successfully the X Division Championship against Daniels. Really pretty good, actually, in terms of the in-ring performances of both men. What wasn't pretty good was the segment rating. 61 from Suicide, 64 from Daniels, only a 54. I'd assume that's storyline heat related. Penalised due to a lack of associated storylines, a bit harsh. But yeah, TNA X Division title on the line, and Suicide wins with a handful of the tights. An odd one from Suicide here, who's continuing to act odd, very odd. Johnny Impact cut a promo on Jeff Jarrett for 61. Jeff Jarrett, it's hyped that Jarrett will be here tonight to announce why he is back. But Johnny Impact says it doesn't matter why he's back. It doesn't matter because he's a has-been. He is yesterday's news. Let's focus on today. Let's focus on Johnny Impact for 61. So that's a good promo from him. And then we had Mr. Anderson. Oh, Anderson defeat Chris Sabin with a mic check 1-2, 1-2 for 61. This isn't bad. Anderson carried it with a 61. 42 from Sabin. Yeah, that's not bad at all, actually. A good match between two pretty good wrestlers. Anderson gets a good win as well. After the match, Mr. Anderson stands in the ring and he calls for his microphone. He calls for the mic, but it doesn't come. Anderson's confused. He's like, what the hell's happening? And then we see a cheer from the crowd, and out on the stage comes AJ Styles sneaking around onto the stage, and he puts his hand out on the stage and the mic drops. Anderson's fuming in the ring, and AJ Styles mocks Mr. Anderson and says, at Sacrifice, Mr. Anderson will be beaten again because AJ Styles is the phenomenal one, not Mr. Anderson. And AJ Styles is going to the very top of this company once again. For a 66, that's not bad. Okay, we had Jeff Jarrett's big segment where he announced why he's back, and he says he's back because he wants to prove that he can still do this to the very best of his ability. He can still be at the top and be the best. So he wanted to show what he can do against one of the very best, Johnny Impact. Jeff Jarrett challenges Johnny Impact. He says, if you can be champion by the time we get to Sacrifice, I want a one-on-one match at Sacrifice. Jeff Jarrett makes a pay-per-view challenge here to Johnny Impact, but Johnny Impact is cut off when he comes out by Jay Lethal. He says, oh, no, let's not worry about the pay-per-view. Let's worry about tonight. You've got to defend your championship. I don't see an announced match, so let's do it right now. Jay Lethal challenges Johnny Impact. Impact accepts. It's Lethal versus Impact for the TNA TV title. Your winner and still TNA TV champion for a 76. What a great match this is. Johnny Impact defeats Jay Lethal in 8 minutes 51. Short match, and they packed a lot in. Starship Pain, his 7th defense of the title. A 78 performance from Johnny Impact. Very good from him. Back from an injury. He's been suffering for the last few weeks. He's back fully fit, and he's shown it there. 49 from Lethal. Not bad at all. And yeah, Jay Lethal's really done well, but Johnny Impact, oh, very good match. Very good match. And after the match, we go to commercial. We come back from commercial to Impact and Ric Flair coming back through the curtain. They're backstage when they're approached by Madison Rayne. Of course, we started this storyline on Explosion where Madison Rayne is seemingly a romantic interest for Johnny Impact. Rayne says, impressive, and kisses Impact on the cheek and walks away. 64, that's pretty good. Roderick Strong got a promo on Davey Richards for 39. Not great here from Roderick Strong. Not great at all, really. He's asked about Kevin Steen. He says, will he be here tonight? He's not contracted. He's not allowed to be here, but will he be? And Roderick Strong says, look, all I know is that if I'm ever in trouble, my friends have my back. My friends have my back. 39. Roderick Strong was then in action against Davey Richards then, like we hyped, and the match got a 60, pretty good, and Strong makes Davey Richards tap with a stronghold. After interference from Kevin Steen, who is here tonight, 60 from Richards, 51 from Strong. Actually a really good match. Really pleased with that, considering the two men. Good match. Afterwards, Strong and Kevin Steen tried to take out Davey Richards, just like they took out Eddie Edwards last week, but one man will not let it happen. That man is Abyss, who runs out for the save. He's not going to let people bully people on this show, similar to what he was saying with Samoa Joe. Steen and Roderick Strong are run off by Abyss. Davey Richards is saved the beating. So, interesting. Jeff Hardy could have promo on Desmond Wolfe ahead of the main event for 58. He says Desmond Wolfe thinks he's the very best, but he needs to prove it. Tonight, though, just ain't going to be his night. Can Jeff Hardy get momentum going into next week's big triple threat? You damn right he can. Great match in the main event. 79. Jeff Hardy with a 78. Desmond Wolfe 58. Twist of fate does the business. Jeff Hardy gets the win, and we go off. We can show Kurt Angle watching on backstage, but the commentators drill into it as we go off air. Jeff Hardy looked unstoppable tonight. Can Angle stop him? Can Joe stop him? Or is Jeff Hardy getting another shot at the World Championship next week in the triple threat? 79 then to end the show. That gives us a 71 rated Impact. Very good show. We're back into the 70s, which is good to see. 28 regions. We increased our popularity, which is good. And a good show. Like, really good main event. Good match there from Johnny Impact and Jay Lethal. I was pleased with Angle and Kenta. I'm pretty pleased with this. Really, really good stuff. Explosion this week kicks off with tag team action. The Partnership of Pain versus the Flock. And a big win for the heels here. Kenta pins Tomko, illegally using the ropes for leverage. I wanted to give the Flock a win here, and I wanted to give Kenta a win. It was important that Tomko took the pin as well. Matt Morgan protected by that. Matt Morgan put the best performance in with a 58. 46 from Tomko, 42 from Kenta, 37 from Eddie Kingston. This is pretty good, you know. This is pretty good. And a big win for Kenta, a reward for a really good win, a really good performance against Kurt Angle on Impact. So yeah, I'm pleased with a good start to the show there, 51. Johnny Impact cut a promo on Jeff Jarrett for 67. He says this has been once a pay-per-view match. He wants to be embarrassed on pay-per-view. Well, Johnny Impact can provide that. Don't you worry about it. 67, good promo though. Pac and Raven finally had their blow-off match, and Pac defeats Raven in 5 minutes time. Well, in 5 minutes. 41 for the match. It's not great because Raven isn't fantastic, but he did put in the better performance. Pac 38. I wanted to give the boost to Pac. He wins. Yeah, that's it. Post-match, he's asked about what's next for Pac backstage when he's attacked by Roderick Strong, who seemingly wants to send a message to everyone. Roderick Strong attacks Pac. 38 for the segment. That's what's next for Pac then. Eric Young cut a promo on Abyss for 57. He's found out he's taking on Abyss tonight in the main event. And he says, you know what? Monsters can be tamed. 57. We went backstage where there seems to be something happening inside the women's locker room. The camera goes in to find Tara is being beaten down by Madison Rayne and Velvet Sky. Angelina Love comes in to run them off, and Tara pushes Angelina Love away afterwards to show some dissension between the two for 49. Okay, next week then it's announced Pac will be taking on Roderick Strong. That's not all though, because we're also going to see the Kingslayers in action against the British Invasion. And how's about this for a big main event? They had a classic on Impact this week, so they're going to do it again. Next week it's announced Johnny Impact versus Jay Lethal in a non-title match on Explosion. Huge match for Explosion. Huge. Right, it's main event time. It's Abyss versus Eric Young, and it gets us a 57, so that's not bad at all. Abyss wins after using a foreign object. I don't remember putting it like that, but that's fine. Abyss gets a win. 65 from him, 52 from Eric Young. But after the match, during the match, Roderick Strong comes out, was the idea, and it botched interference, I actually said, so I don't know why it's been changed. Botched interference from Roderick Strong. Abyss still gets the job done. So Roderick Strong needs some help, and out comes Kevin Steen post-match. The two invaders, Dishonored, as we're going to be calling them, beat down Abyss in the ring for a 48. A huge beat down as well, really, for those two. Pretty good end to the show. Gives us a 50 rated Explosion. Not bad at all. Not bad. It's solid for Explosion. Now, considering the people involved, solid. Okay, very interesting week then. Both on Explosion and Impact, we're building to stuff, as you can see. The Dishonored stable is starting to build. I say stable, not just a tag team. More to come on that one. Kevin Nash retiring, by the way, is interesting. Let's see what we do with that going forward. A whole lot to do. We're on the road to Sacrifice, which of course is the pay-per-view that my friend Stuart Irvine will be taking control of. People over on the Twitch channel will know all about that, or if you watch Gang Wars, you will know about that. We'll get to that. But unfortunately, I am here to say that there will be no videos next week. No videos Monday or Thursday next week. I'm having a week off. I'm going away for a week. So, yeah, no stream means no videos. But we will be back next Monday, as in the Monday. Not the Monday coming, the Monday afterwards. You get what I'm saying. We'll be back with more of this. If you've liked this video, drop a like on it. If you're happy that Kevin Nash is retiring, drop a like on it. Subscribe to the channel for a whole lot more. See you in a week. Peace.